The 2016 Foodable Restaurant Technology Guide is brought to you by ZenReach. ZenReach is the only smart marketing platform proven to bring your customers back. Sign up for your free trial today at zenreach.com.
Thanks for watching on Foodable Weekly, and today we're talking technology trends and the upcoming Restaurant Technology Guide. Stay tuned. So as you guys know, we are always doing crazy things here on the network, and one of the things we're trying out and going to be experimenting with is more live broadcasts. You guys will get a chance to interface with us on Facebook with this, be able to talk to our social media team, but the biggest thing is you're going to get some great insights to the industry from some of the best experts in the world, and today we're talking technology trends, and this is a big factor because technology is moving at such a rapid pace. We really need to keep our minds and heads around where it's going. And the way we're going to do that is talk to some great experts. Today I've got Jack Abraham from ZenReach joining me. Welcome to the show, Jack.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
You've been in the industry for a while, both from a technology aspect and also now a lot of customer-facing history in your background. Tell us a little about kind of how you have kind of migrated through all the way to where you are now at ZenReach.
Yeah, one theme that's been consistent throughout my career is I've always been focused on how the internet is influencing the offline world and offline sales in particular. The vast majority of people are spending their time online, but 95% of the commerce in the United States is being done offline. And there are a lot of bridges that need to be built between those two worlds. For the first company I started, it was a company called Milo.com, and the idea was people search online, they decide what they want to buy there, but it was really difficult to figure out who had what in stock, who had the lowest price, what's even available. So we built a search engine that indexed that data from about 50,000 stores across the US and syndicated it to places like Consumer Reports and Bing and Yahoo and Shopping.com and eBay and on our own site, Milo. The one problem that we sort of couldn't solve with Milo that I kept coming back to was you can drive a lot of behavior from the internet into the physical world, but if you can't measure that, it's really, really difficult to optimize, and it's really difficult to drive and understand. And if you can't sort of close that loop and do attribution between those two worlds, it's really hard how to understand how to harness this behavior that's emerging on the internet to drive business for you in the real world.
You touch on the point of ROI and being able to really get close to understanding what technology can do for the restaurant industry. Kind of explain a little bit more about ZenReach and what kind of things you guys are doing to fulfill those real-life problems and issues that restaurant operators are facing.
One thing that's really great about ZenReach is we send you our router, we help you offer free Wi-Fi to your patrons, and all your customers need to do to log in is enter in their email address. So this builds your list automatically for you. But the magic also comes in using the data. We're actually able to tell when someone logs in if they've been there before, how many times have they been there, and we can automatically segment that list for you into new customers, repeat customers, loyal customers, lost customers that you want to win back. And you can define a template once. It only takes about 15 minutes, and you can connect with one of our experts at our company, and then we can use that data on an ongoing basis to fully automate your marketing in a targeted way to the right person at the right time.
Any other areas in terms of customer-facing challenges that operators are dealing with today that ZenReach is addressing?
I think from a customer perspective, a lot of these tools, they require a lot of engagement. It's a lot of work to use them. So I think the fact that ours is really set it and forget it, automated, you set it up once, it goes to work for you. It's sort of like one way we describe it is it's your hardest working, most accountable employee who works 24/7 for you around the clock. For our users and the customers of our customers, it's a really great way for them to have a relationship with you that's tailored and customized and feels real.
All right, so there are some data points that we're revealing in this year's Restaurant Technology Guide. One actually kind of plays to the ZenReach market position, and that is customer-facing technology adoption percentages have risen 87% over the 2015 numbers. When you look at those points, and then a counterpoint that we have in the same data set that we'll be publishing, is restaurant native mobile app usage is down. So you have consumer-facing technology use up, but native mobile app going down. Do you kind of see anything there that maybe is causing that? Because those seem like to be two total different areas.
The really unique thing about our technology is, we realize people may actually not want to download an app for your business, or if they do, even if you can convince them, even if you can put all the effort into trying to get them to do that, they're probably going to delete it. So with our system, it's appless, and that's a huge beauty of our system, and a way that your customers want to interact with you. They probably don't want to have another app on their screen, but the inbox is a really perfect way to do that.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, let's talk about something that I think our viewers would like more of an explanation on, and that is offline data loops. How do they contribute to success for operators today?
Unfortunately, for physical businesses, where 95% of the commerce is, there's no data to operate your business on. So we empower you with that data. We're one of the first companies that can actually tell you what you care about, which is, do people come back and visit? How often do they come back and visit? How much is that worth to you? And the great thing about having the data is it's super transparent, and you can make that decision with a lot of confidence.
Yeah. So here's a good data point for you. Almost 60% of restaurant patrons say that they would select a restaurant if it has Wi-Fi versus a restaurant that kind of a no-brainer, I would think. But why do you think some of the industry is still a little reluctant to get Wi-Fi into their operations, and especially when consumers are saying, hey, listen, you've got to have it today. I'm a modern consumer. I'm doing all these other things. What do you think is potentially the issue there with some of the adoption of the industry?
I think a reason why a lot of businesses don't offer it is there's no real ROI exchange for it. It's just another headache. I mean, it's something you have to go and manage and set up, and are people going to complain about the password? And what if someone's using BitTorrent on your network and it takes down your point of sale? And how do you manage this with your customers? And we make that just super simple. You just plug in our box. So making it easy, making it completely set and forget it, taking all the headache out of it, but also giving you a real ROI on it, where you're collecting 300 emails and putting them to work 24/7 for you automatically, and showing how much revenue it generates. Kind of makes it a no-brainer, in addition to the fact that it makes your customers more happy.
So, Jack, I've got you here, so I want to, always try to get people to forecast kind of where the future is in regards to technology in the food service space. Your thoughts on kind of where tech is moving? If you could just give us a brief of where you think we might be in a few years around technology.
Everything is moving toward tailored, almost one-on-one conversations that are driven by data. And I think our company plays a big role in that. I think you'll probably see a lot of additional companies trying to help you with that over time, because it's something that works for you, it's just way more effective, and it's something that your customers want. The businesses that do embrace technology and data will be more apt to control their destiny. And we really want to empower you with the same level of technology and leverage that the big guys have.
Absolutely. Jack, hey, it's been great having you on the show here today. We want to thank you guys and the people over at ZenReach so much for stopping in.
Thanks so much. I really enjoyed it and appreciate you having me on.
So if you guys missed it last week, one thing you'll notice is there's some new formats that we're testing here for the show. And that's a good example. The Washington Report is one of the formats that we'll be doing. We'll also be doing our Foodable Labs update, and that's usually happening in the first of the month. So you get all the new data coming in from Foodable Labs. And, of course, things like this. You'll get live broadcasts, lots more in the field, and, of course, in studio here on the show as well. Foodable I.O. is live for 2017. We do have a date, and that is May 19th That's the day before the NRA show, so you can put it on your calendars. That's a huge event that anyone that's in the industry, whether you're an operator, a consultant, a supplier, that is a great event to come to. You can learn a lot about it just by going to foodable.io. We've got some new shows. One, of course, is called Built. If you haven't had a chance to see it, we are beginning season 2. A lot of new breaking stuff there. And one I think is going to really be a hit on the network, and that is Icon. And this is following the icons of our industry, so don't miss that one. Thanks again for watching on Foodable Weekly.